Итак, сейчас мы направляемся на один из двух самых больших и топовых скалодромов, который находится в городе Гданск. Город очень красивый, здесь очень много старой архитектуры. И помимо этого, местные жители восстанавливали старые дома, которые были уничтожены после Второй мировой войны. И несмотря на это, в отличие от Москвы, все эти дома реставрировали и реставрировали в таком виде, в котором они существовали до войны. В Москве обычно просто старые дома сносят и отстраивают новые, возможно в новой архитектуре, возможно в старой архитектуре, как повезет. А вообще разрушения были достаточно серьезными. После того, как Польша отказалась присоединиться к Германии, а точнее город Гданьск, потому что с 1308 года по 1466 год город находился в Пруссии и считался по сути немецким. Именно так и началась война, потому что немцы хотели вернуть этот город к себе, а поляки, конечно же, не отдали его. Из-за этого город был почти полностью уничтожен на 70-80%. Сейчас население стабильно растет, и на 2022 год население города Гданьск 450 тысяч людей, что достаточно много, если учитывать, что население самой Польши всего лишь 37 миллионов человек. И на скалодроме Boulder Problem. Это достаточно небольшой скалодром, но, честно говоря, здесь нету больших скалодромов, а из тех, что я нашел в Google картах, этот выглядел лучше всех. Он визуально красивый, и также здесь трассы по зацепке. То есть трасса не промаркирована, нету плотной накрутки, а красивый аккуратный стенд, который, как правило, вы привыкли видеть в Германии, Австрии, Голландии и других странах, в которых скалолазание очень сильно развито. Самый большой плюс этого скалодрома в том, что он небольшой, и здесь небольшой комьюнити. Все друг друга знают, комфортно тренироваться. Плюс нету пустых мест. То есть, например, сзади находится отличное место, где можно работать. Снизу вход, справа раздевалки, сзади скалодром, слева снизу зона СФП, ЛФК и растяжки. И здесь также можно заниматься растяжкой ЛФК на втором этаже. А место, где я сейчас стою, на самом деле это раздевалка. Здесь есть слева шкафчики, справа шкафчики, и они в очень красивом дизайне, который мне очень нравится. Все достаточно минималистично, но при этом очень красиво и лампово. На скалодроме есть несколько зон. Я, как всегда, начинаю разминку на бистмейкерах. Я уже повисел на ручках. Теперь осталось повисеть на чуть более плохих зацепках, и можно начинать лазать. На скалодроме на самом деле все еще много людей, поэтому я чуть жду и чуть больше времени на фингерборде провожу. Тем более надо готовиться к проекту. Тут главное включиться, чтобы пальцы включились к нагрузке и были готовы. Первая трасса разминочная с цифрой 3, соил. Все черные рельефы можно использовать. Давно я по ним не лазал, мне кажется, больше лет 5 или 6, а еще здесь финиш интересный. Здесь он почти не сжимается, надо на баланс поймать, что круто. А еще Еврохолд зацепки, они деревянные для слаза и достаточно имеют приятное трение. Интересно. Зал меня удивляет. Как вы видите, здесь у каждой трассы есть своя категория с 1 по 8 или 9. И первая самая простая, и 8 или 9 самая сложная. Очень удобно находить трассы. А самый большой плюс в том, что новички все знают, что чем ниже категория, тем проще. И не надо вспоминать, что 5А это сложнее, чем 4С, а 6Б это легче, чем 6С. Подходишь и лезешь. Чем проще категория, тем ниже ее номер. Довольно очевидно. А еще здесь просто огромнейшее количество зацепок, которых нет на других скалодромах. Видно, что главный подготовщик очень сильно постарался и нашел те зацепки, которых нет в других залах. Прям настоящий эксклюзив. Пятая категория по розовым зацепкам – это экскульт. Обожаю. И цвет очень крутой у экскульта, это один из самых популярных цветов. И двухтекстурные рельефы встречаются. И вот эти тарелки мне безумно нравятся. Они хорошие, но и при этом по ним можно интересные трассы накрутить. Единственный, наверное, недочет этого зала, что свет падает сверху вниз вертикально, и стенд плохо подсвечивается. Поэтому на видео он кажется более темным, чем есть на самом деле. пыльновато. Но край хороший, это плюс. Вообще есть, наверное... Вот, кстати, не очень понятно, можно было бы использовать эту розовую или нет, которая справа. Но она в целом и не нужна. И ручки для слала здесь другие, они из пластика, американские зацепки. Все-таки, на мой взгляд, лучше всего, когда все зацепки для слаза одинаковые. Так скалолазом намного легче находить их, потому что когда ты уставший, хочется, чтобы ассоциативная память работала. Увидел зацепку, сразу на нее схватился, потому что ты знаешь, что она хорошая. А не тратишь время, чтобы найти какую-то хорошую зацепку, пока у тебя уже нет силы, ты готов уже упасть. Повышаем ставки, также розовые зацепки экскульт, но на этот раз эти формы я никогда в жизни не трогал. Возможно, они новые или просто непопулярные. Хотя тактильно они очень интересные. Здесь можно даже топ-аут устроить. Перед тем, как уехать из Голландии, я зашел на производство к Рустаму Гельману, Рустам Клайминг, и взял у него две щетки двух разных размеров, маленькая и большая. Во многих залах нету щеток. Есть палки специальные, в которые можно крепить вашу щетку, но на скалодроме щеток нет. Покупай, либо не чисть. Большую сегодня попробовал использовать для фингерборда, чуть менее удобно, потому что нет закруглений. Рустам обещал это исправить, и здесь будут закругления. Будет намного удобнее чистить. Также у щетки есть срез под углом, что обеспечивает более комфортную чистку зацепок. Ну и плюс начало всегда быстрее стачивается, а значит, эта щетка проживет намного дольше. Размер маленькой щетки 17 см, большой 25 см. Большая щетка очень хорошо чистит рельефы, и для того, чтобы чистить маленькие зацепки, мизера или фингерборд, я бы вам рекомендовал приобретать именно маленькую версию, потому что она чистит намного лучше маленькие зацепки. А еще мне очень нравится культура чистки в Европе и к тому, как люди относятся к щеткам. Ведь щетки — это аксессуары, которые помогают сохранять зал в более комфортном состоянии для вас, для посетителей скалодромов. Возможно, я немного самоуверен, но попробую сейчас седьмую трассу, это предпоследняя категория, всего 8 категорий, не 9. Черные зацепки — это Blue Pills. Blue Pills, мы любим Blue Pills, хороший бренд. Раз, два. Черный очень плохо виден, его почти не видно. Далекое движение, я думаю, прыжок. Приблизительно так считаю трассы скалолаза, только про себя и намного быстрее. Руки хорошие, а ноги вот плохие. Фух, трудная вообще трасса. Интересная силовая трасса. Мне понравилось, что зацепки под руки более-менее хорошие, они не ручки, они немного даже покатые. Но из-за того, что рельефы не намного лучше работают, а ноги очень плохие. То есть чисто за счет рук и того, как сильно ты себя притягиваешь и работаешь с векторами. Что достаточно интересно, редко такое встречается. Нашел трассу по килтерс грип зацепкам, вообще обожаю их, особенно эти дырки, они мало где бывают, и они очень глубокие и хорошие. Сейчас залезу в трассу и покажу расклад. Вкушаю. Чувствую себя прям на скалах. Класс. Одна из причин, почему мне нравятся эти зацепки, потому что на них почти нельзя поставить ноги. То есть ноги можно поставить только в дырки, либо если вы накрутите еще дополнительные ноги. Сверху в трение почти не стоит, потому что слишком покатая и большая зацепка, что огромный плюс для руцеттеров. Седьмая трасса, здесь очень интересное движение, самый сложный перехват, их два. Первый — это прыжок на подхват, а второй — это прыжок в сторону. И здесь надо сделать так, чтобы вектор движения был как можно левее. Тогда эта зацепка начнет работать. То есть, чем сильнее маятник образуется вправо, тем лучше начинает держать правая зацепка. А когда начинает держать, надо выкинуть ногу вперед, чтобы вас не успело развернуть обратно. И та зацепка будет работать. Итак, самая трудная трасса на скалодроме по синим зацепкам чита. И это 8А+, может быть сложнее. Никто и целиком не смог залезть, и больше никто и по движениям не смог сделать целиком. Проблема этой трассы в том, что правая рука очень плохая, я не могу ее взять и сделать перехват. Даже если я статично беру, я не могу сделать перехват. И надо что-то придумать. Именно поэтому не люблю такие тяжелые трассы. Вроде как прикольно, и все лезется, кроме одного движения. Чуть-чуть попроще, и трасса была поприкольнее. Она явно была бы проще, но зато было бы интереснее ее лазать. Да, верх простой, начало простое. А вот перехват вообще не делается. Хочется чуть получше или зацепку маленькую под большой палец. Это бы сильно изменило трассу. Как вы видите, основная проблема была в том, что правая пятка не стояла, она постоянно соскальзывала, из-за этого я давал больше нагрузку на руки, зацепки достаточно плохие, под руки накручены достаточно плохие зацепки, поэтому не хватало сил сделать перехват. Но один из местных скалазов залез в эту трассу, и я написал ему в комментариях, можно ли использовать твое видео, потому что это очень круто, что ты залез в эту трассу. Он сказал, да, используй, но зацепку под пятку улучшили, благодаря чему эта трасса стала на порядок проще, только из-за того, что поменяли одну зацепку. И правая пятка была действительно очень плохой, она почти не держала, и как только становится пятка чуть лучше, трасса сразу залазается. Тем не менее, очень крутой результат. После того, как мне не удалось залезть в самую тяжелую трассу, что было весьма ожидаемо, мне порекомендовали пробовать оранжевую. Блок сквадро. Верх интересный, там надо будет встать наверх. Я сами не ожидал, я думал, я его удержу, а понял, что не удержусь и вылетел дальше. Как по мне, очень крутой соревновательный боллер. Зеленая трасса по своим зацепкам. Во-первых, это стильная трасса, а во-вторых, что интересно, здесь применяется очень интересный вариант. Если вы стартуете так, отмечена 4-я и 4-я трассы, соответственно, это 4-ка, и лезть надо до конца. Но если вы стартуете так, то это становится 8-кой, что сильно сложнее. Ну и, конечно, мы пробуем 8-й вариант. Если мы его залезем, попробуем 4-й. Такие зеленые суилы есть только в лаймстоуне. Минутка ностальгии. Это видео было снято в лаймстоуне около 2 лет назад, и тогда это был мой второй влог, но называется он влог номер 1. Те же самые зацепки, только более приятного цвета. Хотя зеленый тоже выглядит неплохо, но голубому как-то у меня больше предпочтения. Все-таки мы в Европе. Достаточно дорого покупать, привозить из Америки. Ну, раз залезли эту, значит пробуем четвертую. Ага. Четвертая трасса. Хорошая. Достаточно интересно, можно двумя сторонами, получается, лезть. Я лез с камеры. Так визуально прикольно и более интересно, потому что это необычно, и плечи сильнее устают. Вторая трасса сзади меня по синим зацепкам. И все, две синие зацепки. Старт, могла быть зона и финиш, короче, считаю. Крутая трасса. И, наверное, последняя на сегодня 8-я трасса по розовым зацепкам. X-культ, финиш край щита. Сейчас вот я на нее пахаюсь, наверное. Нога — это рука. То, что я не люблю. Правый, левый, правый, левый, топ, наверное. По-другому как-то даже непонятненько. Неожиданно оказалось, левая рука перед прыжком оказалась достаточно плохой, ног нету. Пришлось прыгать как можно выше, чтобы поймать ее как можно лучше, и чтобы был максимальный запас, пока меня разгибает, подставить ногу. Еще достаточно сильно удивился, когда я только зашел, со входа сразу виден килтерборд. Он не официальный, то есть зацепки официальные, а сам стенд сделал представительство килтерборда, дистрибьютор, не бэнки, потому что бэнки слишком много берет. И это чертовски круто, потому что зал небольшой, и те локальные скалазы, которые здесь постоянно лазают, они могут устать, они могут привыкнуть к трассам, они достаточно быстро обновляются. Каждый модуль меняется раз в неделю, поэтому перекрут не такой частый здесь. Именно для этих целей здесь накручен килтерборд с подсветкой. Сейчас залезем в трассу, которая здесь размещена, не знаю, что по категории. Но вообще, как системборд, килтерборд мне нравится намного больше, чем онборд. И на это есть несколько причин. Первое, на килтерборде можно легко менять угол наклона стенки, что гарантирует вам больший диапазон трудных и легких трасс. Второе, это какие зацепки накручены на системборде. На мунборде очень маленькие плохие зацепки, и новичок на нем ничего не может делать. И когда вы лазаете на мунборде, в основном вы тренируете пальцы. А на килтерборде не только пальцы, но еще body tension. То есть полностью корпус, потому что нависание можно поставить очень большим, вы будете лазать по хорошим зацепкам с длинными перехватами, и кор будет очень сильно вовлекаться в работу. Пока вы смотрите на прекрасный залив, я вам расскажу немного важной информации перед следующей частью видео. Многие из вас просили меня записать какое-нибудь интервью, пообщаться с овнерами скалодромов или с хедсеттерами. И здесь уникальный случай. Кофаундер скалодрома и главный подготовщик скалодрома Куба. И сегодня мы с ним пообщаемся. Но единственная проблема была в том, что моя петличка разрядилась, потому что я в ней лазал 3-4 часа, пока снимал видео. Кубе я дал новую петличку, которая была полностью заряжена, поэтому у Кубы звук хороший, а у меня звук не очень. Прошу прощения. Ну а теперь к интервью. About this gym and about gyms in Europe. And what about you?
I'm Kuba, and I am the head setter of this gym and part owner. And it's really nice to have you here, Igor. I know who you are. I've been watching you climb for, I think, 4 years, because I've seen you climb at some of the comps I was setting for.
We met in Global.
Yes, yes, I think that was 2018, wasn't it?
Around.
Yeah. So I was actually very happy to see you walk through my door today. I mean, it took me a while to recognize who you are, but then I realized it and I was like, cool, I'm really happy to have this guy in, and also I'm very happy to be a part of your project. I mean, it's very good. I think we should build this community around nice boulder gyms run by dedicated people. So let's do this, man.
I think it's really interesting because not a lot of people know, for example, about the gym, about climbing, and I hope YouTube can promote climbing around Europe and around all the world.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think it's going to happen for sure.
So could you tell about the gym? How old is this? Because it seems pretty new.
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's only 3 months old. We've been working on it for the past year, looking for the right property, and finally we found it. And then it took, well, we got teams building the gym for us, and it took them about 4 months. And then in the meantime, I was purchasing holds, and I actually had a hold order ready for a much bigger surface. Yeah, we had a building which was 900 square meters, and then the contract got cancelled before we could move in, so that was bad and good at the same time. So then we were left with like a project ready, all the holds bought and paid for, and no place to set it up. So we were like kind of desperately looking for a place, and then I stumbled upon this, and it's much smaller than we initially planned, but I had a feeling it could turn just big enough, and now I see it's just big enough. I mean, I would love to have it a bit bigger because it's only 300 square meters. So if you compare it with like modern day boulder gyms, I think it's only a third of the size or a fourth. If you compared it with gyms like Element or E4 or
They have
Boulder Belts,
2,500
it's madness. Yeah. I mean, they're huge.
They're huge.
So we're a tiny gym.
But it's really cozy because you have a really nice problems. You use all this space. On the right side you have for physical exercises places, and second level for changing room and stretching.
We tried to fit everything in. We knew what the basic boulder gym requires, and yeah, we planned the space so that you can.
Compass board,
yeah.
A lot of blitz makers and all these boards.
I really try to make it a good place to train at and to be at, and yeah.
I think it's helped you because you are a good setter. You know a lot of gyms and help to build.
Yes, that experience has definitely contributed to setting up a good gym for myself. Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I know a lot of people build gyms and they are not the climbers. They have money and they want to build a gym, and this kind of gyms is not really nice because they don't know how it's work. So they just put a lot of money in holds and.
There are certain fundamentals of the business that you really have to figure out for yourself, and once you've learned those lessons, you can go ahead and open your own gym. But until then, it's not really going to be perceived that well by the community of dedicated climbers. Like if you're a dedicated climber and you come into this place, you instantly realize that this is run by climbers. At least I really hope this is that way.
Like this one, for example.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I'm very happy to hear that, man. It looks like you were having fun trying the problems.
Also, this blue one, impossible for me.
So
I hope somebody will manage this problem.
it's going down next week, so I only have like a couple of days left, and I was kind of getting close to linking the moves, but it still felt really hard.
I think this type of problem should stay longer because it's a project. I saw in one gym they have maybe 5 projects, and they set for 1 year or something like this. So they
Really?
set a wall, but the project.
Keep the project?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
But it's really interesting because
Yeah.
you change a lot, you can progress, and you can see what is your progress on these problems.
Yeah,
And-
that is a very clever approach, because with the current pace of how quickly the boulder problems are changing in gyms, you only have really 6 weeks to see your progress.
You can see your progress only on moonboards or
Yes,
fingerboards
yes.
and fingerboards, and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
But
not-
never on the same problems.
Yes.
It did actually cross my mind to keep it, to reset the area, but keep this one problem. And then I was like,
a lot of spaces.
yeah, it's quite basic in a way, but then it defines how the structure, how this part of the wall is used. And I always feel it's really important for our clients to have a feeling like when a section is being reset and it's new, I want them to have a feeling like it's unique, you know, that it's different from the previous setup. And if I keep one boulder in, then that's going to, change that pattern.
But I think not a lot of people can understand it. For example, we can understand it, but
Yeah, probably.
climbers don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
They need just only new problems and that's all. They don't think about, oh, it's a really new and funny problems. It should be safety, it should be new, and it should be interesting. And I think that's all.
But you can educate your clients,
Yes.
especially with small gyms. We're not really, we've never approached to become a really popular thing, I think we're always going to have a relatively small community of people that will kind of adapt to all the ideas that we have, and this takes time and it's a hard product to sell, but we're not really selling a product here. Maybe that would be the difference between like a commercial gym. They're delivering a product and I'm trying to give you an experience if you come to the problem, and having those boulder problems a bit more personalized to feel like this is giving you that special experience. But
Yeah, it's true. It's a lot of problems here quite unique. For example, this green one by soil. You can climb 8th grade or you can climb 4th grade. It's interesting. I've never seen before.
yeah, I think you can, especially, you can achieve this in dihedrals, because you can take a bad hold, and if you're just pressing on it from one side, it's good enough for a relatively easy climb, and then you have to pull on the other. Like this scenario, this specific scenario is good for this. So any kind of hold you take for this might work.
Also about education, in my gym we tried to set, for example, you said orange one, it's comp style, like 6C, maybe 6C plus.
Yep.
For the flash, it feels like 7B or 7C, but it's really easy problem. And in my gym we try to set, for example, we set hard one, 7A, 7B in this style, and also on this plane we set some easy grades in this style. For example, 6B or 6C and 5C, 6A. So you can try easy one, medium one, and hard one.
Yeah.
So
It's an idea, yeah. I've had this idea for a long time because a lot of setting is how you use the volumes, and you must have noticed our wall surfaces are very flat and square. So the way we use volumes to change the angles, that kind of really determines what the face will be like. And I've had this idea of presetting the volumes so that you can execute kind of a similar movement on different type of holds, so you can adapt from like easy to medium to very hard. Obviously not the first one to think about that, but it's somewhere in the back of my head. I'm sure that it will happen, a problem at one day. For now we have what we have.
as for me it will be nice to try easy one and after this orange one, because I spent 3 times I guess on this orange one.
Yes.
And if I will try something easier, maybe I will flash it.
Yeah.
And also I see a girl who tried this orange one, but it was too hard for her.
I think she would need a bit more than one session.
So she used black one before this orange volume.
Yeah.
So it's helped a bit.
Yeah.
But it will be nice to have an easy one.
Yeah.
And also your holes. You have a lot of unique holes. Just really a lot. In element climbing, for example, I think it's one of the best gyms in Munich. They have such unique holes, such a big range of holes. I'm not sure if they have a soil.
Some gyms in Germany have So-Il, but it's not the most popular brand. Yeah.
So you buy it directly from United States?
No, we actually bought them from through German distributor.
All of these holes.
All of the American holds, yeah, apart from Kilter. Kilter was delivered by Barocca, which is the manufacturer of our wall, and the
brand.
yeah, and the builder of the Kilter board itself. So they build Kilter boards and they distribute Kilter grips. But the So-Il and Trango, we were buying through Flashline. Flashline is a German company selling holds. They have rock candy as well. Some other brands, I'm not really sure.
I really like Technic holes, you know?
Yeah, Technic have a lot of very bad, very small
And also some
hand and feet.
pinches and pockets.
Yeah.
But
they get polished very quickly.
yeah, because good plastic.
Yeah, the quality of the surface isn't that great.
Shapes are amazing.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him in any gyms in Germany and
Boulder Club, Kreuzberg. Yeah, they have Technic holds. And Kegel. Yeah.
these two gyms which I climbed a lot of years ago, so
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They probably still use the same Technic holds and they are fucked. They are like...
But it's the same like Euro holes. They have the
Yeah.
same holes, I guess.
Yeah.
So you haven't Euro holes here.
Now, I was trying to find a balance between holds that are unique but will last relatively short and holds that are kind of standard but will last a long time.
And which brand is the best one?
In my opinion,
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Blue Pill and Blocks.
Because they have a manufacturer.
And I'm a big fan of Squadra as well, for
Ambassador
sure.
of Squadra.
I'm the ambassador as well, yeah. But for regular setting, I mean, Squadra is amazing, but it's a highlight hold, and you can, like, we have only 6 in the gym, and I kind of feel like I would like to have a bit more, but they're good in small portions because they're so massive, and it's like very similar style of
You can
climbing
set only one problem on one.
in one spot.
Yes.
And with Blue Pill and Blocks, I have a feeling like I can set whatever I need to be set in like when I'm setting a comp problem, I know I can pick the exact size of the hold to set the difficulty I need. And if I'm setting a commercial problem and I need to set something between, say, a 3 problem to an 8 problem, I know I'm gonna have the holds in the box and it's just going, and then you start like putting them together and covering them up and like playing with the shapes, and I feel like they always make a nice, and it applies both for Blocks and Blue Pill. You can create this very unique experience for the climber because you can combine them in
Like
such
Hitler beats.
Yeah, well, I haven't really got the experience with kilters, but I feel like the shapes of Blocks and Blue Pill are a little bit more versatile for setting. Kilters are mostly positive, I feel like, but maybe I just haven't seen enough
They
of
have a
them.
lot of shapes actually, but I understand what you mean. But they have so many shapes, kilter grips.
Yeah,
Much
that's
more
true.
than Blue Pill and Blocks. But really Blue Pill and Blocks, they have a really good quality and really nice shapes for setting.
Yeah, the quality is bulletproof. I really like
And what
that.
about X Scout?
Very good.
So
I love
is
them.
it a good, better quality than Blue Pill or not? What do you think?
I kind of find it the same. Like the experience I had with X-Scout, they were quite old, so now they must be like 10 years old, but they still go. The fiberglass from X-Scout was very nice. I love the shapes as well. Yeah, actually X-Scout was also very high in my ranking.
I think the difference between Blue Pills and X Scout that is X Scout is PE and Blue Pills.
Yes, polyurethane. Yes, that's correct. So it's a
the difference between
difference in weight
but
and how they
also,
chip.
Plastic is a bit worse for
Friction.
Yes.
Well, see, I never kind of felt that with Blocks or Blue Pill. They don't have that plasticky feeling to them.
I sat in Oz block and they have maybe they have an
Old, yes, they've improved a lot on the quality of the material. A lot, yeah, I remember.
this and I think okay, they are really nice, but some kind of
No, that's very true. There is a set of black Blue Pill holds at Studio Block in Darmstadt, and it's impossible to set with them because they haven't got any friction at all. Yeah, so the old ones, they got polished real bad. But the new stuff is good. And actually, I'm still waiting to receive my order of Blue Pill.
so you'll get
We're getting some more holds from just the Robert Leisner range. So it's like maybe 250 shapes from very small to medium size. I feel like I have enough big holes in the gym already, but I need a lot more.
For this gym, yes,
Yeah.
you have a lot of big holes. But some creams, like
Yeah.
hole, for example,
We're not getting flat hold. A lot of gyms have flat hold, so I never felt like this one needs them.
these creams are really basic, I think. And
But-
also they have footholds, like a small volcano. They're perfect
It's
for...
comp. Flat hold is perfect for comp climbing. Yeah, but we're too small to have a competition here, and I can achieve the very similar effect with what I have.
But I think cheetah and flat hold are the same, no?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you have a lot of cheetah here.
Yeah, but the shapes we bought from Cheetah, I was mostly looking for versatile shapes. So things I can set anything from number 2 until number 8. So that was important for me. This is why we bought the boomerang range. Because you have a lot of like positive in-cutting jugs, and if you mix it with like the fiberglass we have, then you can have like an interesting mix. But it was generally about buying positive holes, because like most of the gyms I've seen ended up having not enough good nice holes. Like there's a lot of jugs in all the gyms, but not too many interesting things you can set like intermediate problems with, you know, like interesting 3s and 4s. And if you have like the Cheetah fiberglass and you take them to a slab and combine them with some PU boomerangs, which are just like jugs, but you know,
Interesting jugs.
yeah, they're interesting jugs. They're not just like vulgar like buckets.
And when you said, for example, third grade, do you compare with French system or not? For example, 8th grade, what is it? What is French grade?
What do you think?
I think it's a big range, because black one, for example, it seems like 70 plus maybe, and this one 80 plus.
What is the lowest for 8 in your opinion?
70 plus.
Sounds about correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
7, 8 upwards is 8. What's the 7s?
So I need an example. 7. This one is 7. It's pretty competitive. 7. Yes, 6B, 6C.
7 is 6C to 7A plus. There are some pretty hard 7s in the gym. Like the black 7 you did today, you flashed it.
Yeah, but it was really hard. Yeah, I admire it. It's 7 plus, I guess.
7A plus is honest. So
Because I climbed not a lot of 7, because I prefer
Yeah,
8th grade.
yeah.
I tried from 3rd grade till 8, and I prefer to climb the highest one.
yeah,
Because it's, for me it's much interesting.
no, I
But
feel the
also
same.
some 6th grades are really nice. For example, blue one with 2 holes, 2 volumes only.
And 6 is supposed to be 6B, 6B plus.
I think it's close to 6C,
Yeah, some of the 6s are closer to 6C.
but it's my
And
opinion because
Have you done any 5s?
yeah, I should.
Some.
Yeah, I tried from 3rd grade to 8, so I definitely should.
5s is like 6A and 6A plus.
Which is the grade red one by United States House?
Kilter, this one,
Yes, I think.
it's a 4. So it should be like a font 5 or 5 plus.
It was hard. I will think it's 6A plus maybe.
Well,
But it was my warm-up session also. And I did this orange one for grade.
so this is like a font
easier.
3. The orange one here. It's really easy for
5C plus in Russia it will be.
Did you do the black number 4 on the slab?
No, you saw I did soil green pockets.
That's a font 3, I think.
I will say 5B plus.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting discussion we're having.
Because I think for grade it's really jugs. For example, this white it seems like on the slab, it will be free, as for me.
Okay.
So 4 grades, if you gain up to 150 kilogram, you should climb 5C.
Really?
Yes, I think, in my opinion. So
Okay.
5C, it's a super basic, easy problem.
Okay. I know. We're actually comparing them to real font climbs.
That's a problem because in front,
Yeah.
I never climbed easy grades. I have
Okay.
been only 1 day here.
Okay.
So I spent only 1 day, and I tried only from 6C and harder.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously comparing your whole climbing in the gym to Fontainebleau is dumb. Like, it makes no sense. We use it as a reference point when we discuss, like, with the regular clients that come in here. A lot of them have climbed a lot easy problems in Blois. With the setting team, this is the system we communicate, and I think we have established certain consensus within the community. And if I give them my grading, their bets are usually kind of close to how we perceive things. And I think we kind of, it's not something I communicate to all the clients in the gym. Like, when they come in, and only when someone asks me, like, so what is your 5? And then I tell them, well, it's somewhere between 6B and 6B plus, but our grading system is pretty stiff. If you climb a 6B in this gym, if you climb a problem I tell you is a 6B, you'll probably go and climb a 6B outdoors. So I don't want to give them this false illusion of being higher in the grading system that they actually are, which is kind of the case with the kilter board. Like, you can flash several 8As in one session on the kilter board, but then you go outside and you're going to be like, oh, it's actually much harder. And I kind of want to, this is why we communicate the grades in the simplified color system.
You should try by Jimmy Webb on this kilter board.
Yeah,
really solid grades.
he has very solid grading. I have my favorites as well, like on the kilter board. Yeah, I really like problems set by Tyler Landman.
He's strong.
Yeah, he's strong, so, and he sets good boulders on the board, so it's fun to try honest climbing.
Also, I started thinking about this green soil. As for me, it's one of the easiest grades, right?
Yes,
So people who came here for the first time should finish this.
they actually have a good chance of finishing this boulder.
But I think not all of them.
No, not all.
Maybe
Definitely not all of them.
40% or 30%. So not a lot.
First comers,
Yes. If they never
less
climbed
than
before
30.
and
Yeah,
If they haven't any sport experience, so
Yeah.
just basic persons.
if they don't have any sport experience prior to coming here, they have basically no chance of topping this boulder.
That's a problem, and I always tell people that they should have 5 or 10 problems which every person can get top.
I think we have maybe 5
But
problems.
also you have a small gym.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think we have around 5 problems that pretty much anyone can do.
Because in some gyms I saw pictures that they haven't really easy problems. They have interesting problem, but if the man never have any sports achievement,
Yeah.
never walking, never go to mountains, he will suck. Because they really haven't any easy problems. So they start from maybe 5C, 6A, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, I consider 6A to be a hard boulder, actually. Like, for most of climbers that haven't really trained, 6A is going to be very challenging.
It's funny, but it's true.
Yeah, it's like, I always think about it like, when you divide font scale into particular numbers, it's like 4s are easy, 5s are medium, 6s are hard, 7s are very hard, and 8s are extremely hard. So the hard actually starts quite early. It's a sport where it gets hard really fast, and like, you have to accept the essence of climbing.
It's true, but it's difficult for first-time members. So
Yeah.
if you came to climbing
No, that's true.
and
So we
you really haven't any problems.
yeah, no, we have problems for absolute beginners.
You have 5.
Yeah, there's
Is it
a limited number of these problems because we have limited space, and I will be adding, like as soon as we receive more good holds, I will have the ability to add more easy climbing to the gym, because now the holds are allocated to certain difficulties. But when the whole range grows, then I can allocate them to better suited positions. And then
easy problems can set wherever you want. For example, on this slab.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for easy.
So you have enough space to set some upstairs here. Like
yeah, but
grades.
You know, the thing is, we don't really want to have these problems. I want every problem in the gym to be very unique.
But for people who came first time, it doesn't matter. They need to understand that they can climb something.
The interesting thing is that so far, if you sell it well, they get the idea and they like it. Even the complete beginners. They come here and I'm like, I used to start with chatting to people when I see that they're not really like hardcore climbers and maybe they're here for the first time or in a bouldering gym for the first time. I ask them, okay, this is going to be pretty hard for you, so like you don't have to pay before you enter. Go and have your experience, and after you've had it, you can come back to me and tell me if the time was worth your money. And majority of them came back to me and were like, yeah, I'm happy to pay because I didn't have, you know, like a whole ton of different boulder problems to try. But the 5s I was trying actually made me feel good, so, you know, yeah. And this is the kind of idea or vision, call it whatever you like, that I'm trying to achieve with this space.
Maybe
you know?
Also it depends how big is city.
Depends on the size of the scene, yeah.
Because you have a small town here, so...
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not a small town. It's actually like around 1 million people live in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. It seems not really big.
Yeah, it's a radius, like I guess if you counted the radius of 30 kilometers from where we are, I think you would get 1 million.
So it's one of the biggest city in Poland.
One of the bigger areas, yeah. It's 3 cities actually. If you look at if you look at the map, like along the coast, along the Baltic coast, in the bay, yeah, you have Gdańsk, Sopot, and Gdynia.
It's one area.
It's one area, yeah, and it's surrounded by smaller villages that grew into towns. So it's a densely populated area, but climbing isn't the next big thing like it is in Germany. Like if we open this gym anywhere in Germany, it would be like packed from the moment we open the doors, you know, it'd be like hundreds of people every day. But it's Poland, and we have traffic and we're building the community, and I think like the way I'm trying to shape this place is what I want it to be. There is space for beginners, but they will never like constitute the majority of our clients. I'm interested in people that started climbing here and started from having a hard time on the 1s and 2s, but they were like, okay, I like there are plants in here, and I like the color of the hole, you know, the colors of the holes, and I like the space, and okay, I'm getting my ass kicked, but it doesn't really matter because this guy there is always happy to help me out and give me, you know, advice that actually helps me to get up. I want them to, you know, interact with the space, and I want them to interact with each other. And I think if people are sharing ideas about climbing problems, they can climb a lot better. So I don't need to give them this like ladder that doesn't require them to think. I mean, not, you know, also like some people come here to decompress after work, and obviously they don't want to think like super hard. So we need all styles, and we will have like, I think we have a lot of styles. I want to have more styles. I think it's going to come. I'm really hoping we're going to get the whole delivery in the next 2 weeks.
Maybe I will visit.
Yeah, again? Good. You can come in on a setting day then.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
What's the price for entrance here?
35 zloty.
And in euro is around 10 euro?
No, it's much less than that now. 7-ish.
And what's the average salary in this city?
I couldn't tell you, man. I have no idea. It's
how expensive compare in Munich, for example? They have entrance for twice.
12?
I think in Germany the middle price of entrance from 10 euro till 15 euro.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
So
Um,
X2. And
Let
is
me
salary
think.
lower here 2 times?
yeah,
So it seems true.
yeah. Yeah, money is a hard subject right now. It's not going very well for
I feel
for
it
the
right
money.
now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
actually work.
I mean, I think I prefer talking about setting than money.
But you can travel in Germany, for example. They set a lot, like really a lot.
Yeah, I know. I think they have more gyms that need permanent route setting service than they have hands available. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because in the last, I don't know, 2-3 years, so many new gyms have opened. But and like
And also in Munich, they open a new Munich Boulderwelt, Ost, Süd, element climbing, and they already have a lot of gyms.
yeah.
And they build one more and one more.
Yeah, but it's a big city, so you will always have people that can jump into those positions, because if it's a big city, you can, you know, if you give me a good offer for me to move to Munich, then, I mean, in the current situation, I would never. But apart from running my own gym now, like, you would convince me to move to Munich for good money. You don't have to bring a guy from Poland to do this. You could bring someone from, you know, Regensburg or Nuremberg and have them relocate to another city to run as a full-time setter. I was thinking more of the medium-sized towns, which are scattered all over the country, and they need current service. They need maintenance and stuff, yeah? And there is like no one who lives in the area who could do that. And they rely mostly on guest setters. And this is the interesting thing, because with guest setters, like, I think the level is quite inconsistent. A lot of people have like setting careers, but I'm not really sure if they have this much experience to deliver like the highest quality of product.
I know a few people who set like freelance setter, and they haven't a lot of experience. They never participate in competition, they never set competition, they never set with for example, Robert Leisner is a good setter. They haven't enough experience to set really cool problems and also safety problems. Sometimes they set really crazy jumps on the top of the wall.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know
So-
why they set it.
Yeah, so this is actually a very interesting discussion about like the future of a profession. Where is it going, you know? Are we going to unite at some point?
Okay, also I would like to ask you about these hats.
Mm-hmm. The
Is
carpet.
Yeah, it's carpet. Is it built by Poland team?
It's built by the same company as the wall, Baroka.
Is it expensive?
In comparison with other, it's good price.
So for example,
It's cheaper than Polskog,
and also banking, I guess.
and I guess it's cheaper than Benki as well, yeah.
So if somebody wants to build a gym, they can go to.
I definitely recommend these guys, yeah.
Because
And they work internationally. Yeah, they have built gyms in Netherlands, I'm sure. I don't know, they travel a lot. I think the waiting list is quite long right now. Like if you contact them now, the nearest booking is like in the next 6 months or something.
It's crazy. Also, Flat Hot and Cheetah have the same.
Waiting list,
You know? Yeah.
mate.
More than 9 months.
I know. I've been waiting for my blocks for the past 6 months at least. Yeah, it is long.
3 months ago, I built a gym in Moscow, but now I leave Moscow. And we order halls in summer, and we spent 5 months of waiting.
Yeah.
But they haven't any lease.
Yeah,
Those times.
yeah, it's bonkers, man. And there's nothing you can really do, right? because there's only one company that delivers the product you want, and yeah, just give or take, yeah.
They need to rebuild their manufacturer.
Yeah.
Open one more, for example.
Yeah.
Also, Rustam Gelmanov want to build his own company to project climate halls.
Yeah.
So he think about brands because it's very difficult to open small factory. So you need to open factory and manage a few companies. For example, like blocks, blue pills, and
Yeah.
unit climbing or something like this. But Rustam have, I guess, around 200 shapes right now. He want to produce volumes by ADT plastic. Do you know?
No.
It's like it's without fiberglass.
Ah, okay.
It's like vacuum stamp,
Yeah.
and
I
it's
see.
also recyclable.
Okay.
So it's really interesting, but it's super expensive to build a factory.
Yeah.
So we think about what should we do.
Yeah.
I hope he will think about something in the next year, sell around Europe these clothes.
Mhm.
Because I saw these shapes and they're awesome.
Okay.
But now nobody can produce these holes because they have right now lists of waiting. So they haven't any factory to build these holes.
Yeah, it's a growing business, man. And if you want to compete successfully, you really have to deliver a high product. You really have to deliver good quality.
But now I saw a lot of really nice climbing holes. So a few years ago, I think nobody knows about blue pills and blocks, but now it's one of the best climbing holes. It's really work. you did a really good product, and now every gym know about it.
Yeah.
So please make a really good quality holes, and you'll sell it.
Yeah. All right, man.
Thank you very much. And
Thanks a
have
bunch,
a nice
man.
Day, evening.
Yeah.
Already nice.
Yeah.
Actually.
I have to vacuum clean the floor.
Okay, so I have some time for stretching.
Yeah, you can stay for a bit longer, but don't make it too long. I have to vacuum and then close up the upstairs, clean the bar.
Okay, so I have many. I think
20 minutes?
it's enough.
Good.
I will take
Всем спасибо большое за просмотр. Также не забывайте, у меня появился телеграм-канал, на который вам стоит подписаться. Там я публикую то, что не вошло в основной ролик, и всякую дополнительную интересную информацию. Также иногда публикую красивые фотографии с дрона. Те, кто хотят финансово меня поддержать, можете подписаться на мой Patreon канал. Ссылка в описании. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Увидимся через неделю. Пока!